Hey, welcome back to another video on the day with Jasmine Crockett. Just steamrolled the entire Republican Party. All right, let's see how she did it. Let's get it. Let's go.
You know what? It's interesting because we sit here in the Department of Government Efficiency Subcommittee, and the most inefficient thing that we have done since we have had the invention of this nonsense was the fact that we have decided that we will not do accountability or oversight over Doge because we have failed to bring in the person who actually runs Doge. In fact, we have decided, or actually y'all decided, that we wouldn't even debate why it is that we should or should not subpoena Elon Musk. In fact, y'all are just trying to get rid of the musky smell because it wasn't working out very well for you. And now you want to pretend as if you are coming in here to do exactly what your constituents want you to do. But the last time I checked, y'all didn't want to go talk to your constituents, because if there was one thing they were complaining about, it was Elon and it was Doge. You didn't want to hear those. And listen, if I had time, I would run the tape, but I only got 5 minutes because there's plenty of video footage of all of y'all getting your butts handed to you when you went home and people told you how they felt about Doge. So let's talk about it for a quick second. Americans are...
So before she goes into that, I'm telling you, I know y'all don't like Jasmine Crockett, but Jasmine Crockett is somewhat on the right side of history. You're always on the right side of history when you're challenging what's going on. She's challenging the fact that this man just came in with a chainsaw and fired a bunch of poor people, did all this government, like retract, getting money back for them to spend $3 trillion in the big beautiful bill. All right. Not only that, but no one's been arrested, no one's been prosecuted for all this stuff that they're claiming that was in the government. Fraud is illegal. like they're finding all this shit and like nobody's getting arrested for it, which is strange. So having somebody call it out is like, let's hear what they got to say. Because I know a lot of the American public was not in agreement with them cutting jobs on poor people. You know what I'm saying? And not cutting jobs for the cutting things from the rich. You know, I thought that was a little strange. You know, or cutting things on people who are more prominent in society that were embezzling things in the society. Those are the people more likely to be embezzling. The people who have more money. You know, they're more likely to be doing it. Not poor people. You know, but I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Let's see what she says.
Are looking for help. But instead of offering it to them, the Republicans have unleashed the most aggressive attack on the working class families in American history. And they have been excited to do so. In fact, they are here today arguing to make all the chaos, confusion, and destruction caused by Doge permanent. They want hungry kids to be permanent. They want sicker Americans to be permanent. They want homeless veterans to be permanent. Shuttered hospitals to be permanent. Disrupted Social Security benefits to be permanent. They sold out their constituents to give permanent tax breaks to billionaires. And they're doing it, and now they want to have a victory lap, celebrating the pain of their constituents. So, Ms. DeVito, let's go through some of the things that the Republicans have done to see if they're helpful or harmful to Americans. Helpful or harmful? Stripping healthcare away from 16 million people.
I would say harmful.
Laying off hundreds of thousands of federal workers.
Harmful.
Disrupting or delaying federal services such as Social Security.
Harmful.
Medicaid.
Harmful.
SNAP benefits.
Harmful.
Cutting billions from agencies like NIH.
Harmful.
EPA.
Harmful.
HUD.
Harmful.
FDA.
Harmful.
All right, seems like you understand the assignments.
And it's crazy because Republicans have been saying that for decades. But the point, I'm gonna say this. The point of what they're trying to say, I think they hide behind, is pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You know, you got to work for whatever you got to get. But it's like, so like you're cutting back on things that people need. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird to see people vote on Republicans a lot of times, man. It's weird when they're literally telling you they want to give tax cuts to billionaires so billionaires can create more business. But they don't want to do any regulations on the people that work within the businesses that have these strenuous hours of working, that don't get paid that much at all. Don't want to have anything to fall back on for people who aren't able to find a job. Like if jobs aren't available in certain regions, certain areas. They want to cut back on all that shit. And what? Like, I don't see businesses flooding back to Michigan. Not right this second. Maybe it might happen. But If they do, then okay, I'll see where the Republicans are coming from. More businesses start flooding back, more jobs start opening up for more people in America to be able to have like a job. But that's just not what's happening. So why are they cutting back on the programs that can help the people that can't seem to get a job? If some of these coal mines shut down, which I don't know now because Trump expanded the energy plans and cut back on cut back on he expanded the fossil fuel industry, put it that way. So I don't know. Maybe it might change. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm going back and forth with this. Y'all can debate me in the comments, but I'm going back and forth. I don't know where to stand with this because the more I read, the more I'm like, okay, I can see how this can be good. I can see how this can be bad. I don't know. It's back and forth, man.
There's an entire agenda that is attacking the working class Americans from start to finish. And then the thing is, they told us that they were going to do this, but you know, they pretended as if they knew nothing about the playbook that was laid out by good old Heritage Foundation. All of this talk about lowering costs and reducing waste is absolute BS. Their agenda is about one thing, making the federal government so weak that they can exploit it for their personal gain. They're stealing your data to help their companies. They're taking away your health care and food assistance to fund tax cuts for billionaires. Their agenda is pro-disinformation, pro-obstruction, pro-greed, and pro-exploitation. If you didn't know, that's what Doge actually spells out. D, disinformation. O, obstruction. G, greed. And E, exploitation. And congressional Republicans have been complicit in this agenda. They've helped this administration terrorize the public. They've allowed this administration to launch the country into a war without congressional approval. And while we're talking about saving money, let me tell you, just dropping those few bombs in one day, that was the beginning of what is going to be a very long bill for us as they talk about being efficient. There was nothing efficient about doing it. And maybe if there was some consultation, maybe with those that say have constitutional authority, since we care about the Constitution, then maybe we could have saved the American people not only money, but the lives that are now at risk as we have to put out warnings for American citizens in this country and abroad. Maybe we need to start leading with the people at the middle of what it is that is guiding us instead of following one person. The reason that people like me say things like y'all are in a cult is because somehow people are abdicating their duties and abdicating the very people that put them into office.
Facts.
I got 30 seconds. They've allowed this administration to steal congressionally approved money for cancer research and food delivery to vulnerable communities. They've allowed Elon Musk to infiltrate your medical records and banking data. They've allowed this administration to ignore court rulings, and now Republicans are here patting themselves on the back, literally arguing to make this chaos permanent. So Americans are going to continue to live through chaos and destruction that has been occurring ever since he swore in January. And I hope y'all remember who caused this, because it wasn't
The gentlelady's time has
it was
expired.
Also the congressional Republicans.
The gentlelady's time has expired. I now recognize Mr. Burchett from Tennessee.
Jasmine Crockett couldn't wait to tell her that because not Jasmine Crockett. What the hell is that lady's name? Marjorie Taylor Greene couldn't wait to say that. Oh yeah, your time is expired. Shut up. Nah, sweetie. Nah, Jasmine Crockett was making an excellent point and definitely something that's going to make her on the right side of history as time goes on and we realize who was on the actual right side of history. It's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. But hey, Jasmine Crockett is beautiful. Love her personality. I think she's definitely a response and a great response to what's going on. And I hope she keeps talking, because when the future comes and everybody looks back on everything and how much damage it caused, if it causes damage, it may be good. Then maybe she'll be looked at as a bad person if it turns out good. But if it turns out negative, she said it in history that she wasn't alongside of all that shit. So I'm appreciative of everything that she's doing, and it's going, as far as I'm concerned, I'm appreciative of everything she's doing, and hopefully it goes good. Anyways, I'm out, y'all. Peace.